40 trees for 40 years, come on! Well, here I am in the cow shed, and I just sort of nipped out to check them because one's due to calve. But I'm just doing this video as an update on my 40 trees for 40 years project, because some of you might remember back in January I launched it. I'll give you a brief explanation. So this is my 40th year of farming. I wanted to celebrate something and do something positive and kind of reward people, if you like, just for being followers and farming community and everything like that. And I wanted to do something. I kind of, you know, I've got a passion for trees on the farm, and I'm seeing all this ash die back, and I thought I could do something that replaces the trees on the farm, but let's go a bit wider. So I threw it out there that people who follow me or whatever could apply for an oak tree in England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland and Northern Ireland. I've got a cow licking my bum. You approve, don't you? Look, hello. Look at that, licking my arm there. Right, anyway, some of the trees I did send out to YouTubing farmers, and a few were amongst friends, given out to friends. So 40 were distributed amongst those groups of people. Anyway, at the end of January, I did select all the people that would get the trees. It was a bit of a lucky dip. I didn't, you know, I thought the only way to do it was, apart from the ones that I did select beforehand, the YouTubers and my friends, the rest came out of a pot, because it was kind of the only way to really do it, because there was over 100 people that applied. And then I worked on the process of sending them out. So I used 3 different nurseries. So I used, let me just give them a thanks really. So I used my local nursery, Mount Pleasant. Tom down there helped out with supplying me trees for some local ones, and one down in Devon, my friend Paul. Then for the English trees, I used a company called Ashridge Nurseries down there. I've forgotten the lady's name. How about that? She was really helpful as well. Must look it up. Let me just bear with me. It's Frankie. I called her something else in another video, actually, I think. So, or a post on Facebook. So, Frankie, when you watch this, thank you so much for being quite cheerful and pleasant to deal with. I have to say, do you know what? It's people that make the difference. So that was Frankie in Somerset. She sent out the trees to England, Wales, Scotland. Now, she couldn't do the ones that went out to Ireland because of customs and issues there. So luckily I got a nursery in Ireland, in Tullivan. I don't pronounce that right. Tullivan Garden Centre in County Cavan. Cavan for Sam. And that was Adrian from My Farm We Farm who told me about the chap there. So Niall was the guy who sent those out. So you'll see in the videos, you can see the Irish ones a slightly different sort of size tree, and different sort of guard around them. So that was because it came from a different area. So, but it's the only way to do it. So 3 different nurseries helped in this project. The whole lot, believe it or not, cost me £914 and 28p. It was more expensive than I thought to do the thing, but do you know what? Once I committed to this, I was going to go for it, and I'm kind of really glad. When I set this project running, I didn't really know whether it would take off and how people would react to it and everything. It's not about the money, it's about the joy of getting the pictures back. You'll see in a minute that people sent me, and it's a long-term project. I intend to actually visit all these sites at some point. There's some cracking pictures, there's some video. Some of the videos are quite quiet. You might have to turn your volume up because I couldn't adjust it on the editing software I've got. I have also mapped every single tree onto Google Maps. I've got a map on Google Maps. I'm not going to put that public because I've got the actual addresses on there of all the people and their contact details. But the maps and the video you're going to see gives a sort of localized area address, not the actual individual's address, because I thought I'd keep that a bit private. What else am I trying to remember? There's a whole list of things I had to say about the thing, but there isn't much more to say really, other than it was kind of a project from the heart, if you like. 40 trees for 40 years. And you know what? It might not just be about me going and visit them. How about if they're still there in 100 years' time, my grandchildren or someone like that could go and see the 40 trees? It's magic, isn't it? You can do things if you try. It was quite a lot of effort and work to sort it all out and get it together. There's a cow on the tumble over there. But for me, it was worth every penny and all the effort. And I hope you'll sit down and enjoy this and maybe think it was worth it as well. And maybe, you know, I'm not saying you can do 40 trees. It's quite a big project. It was quite expensive, but you can do things like this yourself. You just got to make sure you do it. It's always about saying you'll do something. It's very different from actually doing. You just got to crack on, as I say. Who keeps saying that? So sit back. There's about 10 minutes of video. If you want to watch it, I'll probably better to watch on a bigger screen. You know, this isn't a farming video. Some of you won't be interested. You might just think it's 40 pictures of trees and people. Because also some people did send me pictures around their farm and stuff. So there's a bit more than just 40 pictures of trees. Look at this. It's a champagne send-off. Oh, that stinks. Jesus. Right, let's get out of here. Let's crack on. So what's this? This is the montage of all the pictures that I was sent of the trees. The only ones I'm still waiting for are Cotland Farmer and Sheep Game. They still haven't sent me pictures yet. They're busy people. I'm sure I'll get them eventually. Otherwise, I've got every single picture of all the people that planted these trees. So, right, sit back, enjoy this, relax. The music's quite mellow. Have a beer, have a glass of wine, have a lemonade. Sit back, watch a mellow moment. And just think, do something positive yourself this year. Crack on.
Hi Rich, it's Matt and James from Mid Devon. We just planted one of your 40 trees for 40 years. Thank you for giving us a chance to plant one. I hope we put it in a fitting location for you. It's sort of a little corner of our farm that's a bit of a wildlife haven. So we got like a wildflower mix in, it will grow in the summer. And down there we got a pond that we dug probably about 20 years ago, and right beside it there is an oak tree that we planted when we dug the pond out. It was a little sapling and it was in the way where the pond was going, so we replanted it beside the pond and it's carried on growing, so your tree's there to join it. So I say thank you for the opportunity, and what do you say, James?
Crack on!
So this tree is going to be able to see for when you come to the farm shop. So it's in my mum and dad's garden. Like I say, that's my grandma's tree. Your tree is going to be there. In with some big boys, some legends over the past 20 years. Mad, isn't it?